I find myself on the YouTube homepage often looking for a video to watch while I'm like eating or about to go to sleep because I can't let my brain have an original thought. I have to be watching something. But I find that I am on the YouTube homepage and I'm looking for a video and I can't find a video that I want to watch, which is crazy because there's like an infinite amount of content out there to watch. But I'll find myself wishing for a time when YouTube was like simpler, like, and the content was a bit more personal. Like, it seems to me right now like the content on YouTube is, I don't know, I can't think of a word, like impersonal. Like it's trying too hard to entertain me. Is that weird? I don't know if that's a good complaint, but that's what it seems like. Like, I know that it wants me to click on the video with like a good title and thumbnail, and I know that it's trying to keep me with retention strategies. It's trying to keep me to watching the video. And I just remember this time growing up when YouTube videos didn't do that. And it was just some guy that was terrible at Minecraft playing the game and talking about it, or talking about something personal going on in their life. You are coming with me. And maybe that makes me sound really old and washed up. But this is the way that I feel, and I'm you clicked on my video. This is what I'm talking about today. I don't know. I read through some of the comments on the last video I uploaded, and there seemed to be a similar sentiment out there, that people were enjoying a video that was a bit slower paced and more personal. And I'm not saying that these videos don't exist. I'm actually seeing a good bit of these types of videos popping up on my homepage now, and they'll have, low views, but they do tend to get views. There was a time a couple years ago where a video like this would get absolutely no views and the algorithm wouldn't recommend it to anybody. But it seems like the algorithm has been improving over the last several years at finding an audience for these slower paced videos. And maybe YouTube is trending in that direction anyways. I mean, maybe this video gets no views at all, but if it flops, that's fine. I just need to get these thoughts out there. Also, we're caving today in my world. I'm in like desperate need of resources. So that's what we're going to be doing while I chat with you here. But I remember a time when I'd come home from middle school from a long day of being bullied. Being the coolest kid in school. But I'd come home and I'd log on to my YouTube homepage, look at the subscriber feed, and there would be a video from my favorite creator that felt like they were talking directly to me. It was personal, and they were playing a game that I loved, and they were just having a conversation. It felt like YouTube was more of a conversation back in the day. It maybe leaned more towards being a social media platform back then, whereas now it seems to me like it's more of an entertainment, like streaming platform, or at least that's what a lot of the content tries to be on here. I was not ready for the amount of bad guys there are down here. First thing I'm doing when I get back is enchanting my bow. It felt like the creator was reading comments and responding to them, whereas now it feels like content is being created to get the most amount of clicks and entertain the most amount of people. But I get the feeling that this could be shifting. In recent years, they called this the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, where videos need to be highly edited and there needs to be something happening at all the time, and there always needs to be a reason for the viewer to keep watching. And so it resulted in these really fast-paced, high production value videos. And now it feels like a couple years later, after that change in YouTube, things could be shifting back the other direction where content is becoming more personal again. At least this change might be starting to happen. Just because the algorithm is getting so good, it's able to find viewers for videos that are a little more slower paced and personalized. The audience for these videos will be smaller, but the people that that video finds will really connect with it. At least is my theory. I don't know. I don't have any sort of inside knowledge. I'm just guessing here. I mean, especially with YouTube Shorts being a thing, short form content, it seems like there's now a place for that really fast-paced content to live. You can go watch some shorts, and those should be focused on keeping your attention and keeping you on the platform. I think shorts is not a terrible thing. I guess is my hot take. I think they're all right, and I have some ideas for shorts that I'd like to try out. But I think because there's shorts on the platform now, there might actually be a chance for long form videos to get back to a place where they feel a bit slower paced and maybe more personal to the audience watching them. This cave is beautiful. Glowberries were the best addition to this game. But I mean, I'm just thinking out loud here, going back to why that shift in content happened from more personal content to more broad appeal YouTube videos. I think it probably had something to do with the amount of money that all of a sudden was discovered you could make in the creator economy as someone with 500,000, a million subscribers. It seems like it became hard to justify making content that felt more personal, and if you could make videos that reached the most amount of people, you could make a lot of money from that. And I think that would be hard to turn down. I think that's just naturally then where the direction would be headed. The content would follow where the money was. All right. Finding some diamonds down here. It's pretty good. But I think the audience that lost the most in that shift of content was probably the gamers, the people who play video games. I think we typically tend to be people that are like maybe a bit more lonely or solitary. I don't mean to generalize about us, but I think gamers tend to be solitary people and are maybe a bit more prone to loneliness. And I mean, I just remember for me personally, I could throw on a YouTube video from my favorite creator back in the day, and it didn't matter what kind of day I was having. My day always got better. And I think when content shifted to more broad appeal, I think the people that needed that more personal, introspective content kind of lost something that maybe really helped them. I don't want to sound too much like I'm complaining. YouTube is still my favorite platform, and there's so many great creators on here. I think I'm probably just being a little bit nostalgic for a time that really personally helped me. There's tons of great content being uploaded to this platform every minute. You just have to find it. I think the algorithm is getting better at serving it to the people that want it. But I guess I'm just glad that you found this video and you stuck around and listen to me ramble on for a couple minutes. If you have any thoughts on this or anything in general, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Like I said, YouTube should go back to feeling like more of a conversation than it has felt for the last couple years. But anyways, I'm going to get back to this fairly unsuccessful caving trip. I'll see you in the next one.